What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Marvel Snap video, and today we are doing another viewer deck. So shout out to Carrot, a lovely viewer who went ahead and sent me a couple screenshots of his collection. He is into Series 3. He has a decent amount of Series 3 cards, but there's not quite a lot of synergistic cards together. So to be honest, I kind of had a little bit of trouble finding out what kind of deck I wanted to build for Carrot here. First couple thoughts I had was making a discard deck with like Moon Knight and Gambit. Then I also thought about doing like an on reveal deck with Wong and Doctor Doom, since I really like Doctor Doom. However, I felt that I just kept getting countered a lot when I played Wong and Doctor Doom, where there was like Cosmo, Arrow, Leader. Like I felt like I just got countered so hard, and he doesn't have Black Panther, unfortunately, which I think would make that deck a lot better. So that didn't work out. What I ended up coming up with was a zoo style list with Ultron and Mojo, as well as Mystique in here too. Let me show you the deck real quick. So this is the deck list. I've done a Ultron zoo style deck in the past before, and you definitely could throw Patriot in here to make it more like a Patriot style deck, but I wanted to do something different. I've already done a ton of Patriot decks, so I wanted to do just a little bit more like traditional zoo style deck. So let's go ahead and walk through this deck real quick. Alright, so taking a look at this deck here. First off, we got Ant-Man. Ant-Man is pretty much essential in any zoo list, I would say. If you have 3 other cards here, plus 3 powers, so very easy to get Ant-Man's bonus. And then next up, we have Squirrel Girl. Now, Squirrel Girl is a card that personally I'm not a huge fan of. Like, I don't really like Squirrel Girl, but she is good in this list. The only thing is that she kind of conflicts with Ultron, right? Because Ultron is going to create 4 1-power drones at each other location. So basically, Ultron's going to fill up the board, and sometimes the squirrels just feel kind of useless when you're going to fill up the board with Ultron anyways. So the thing is, Squirrel Girl, I like to hold on to her for a little bit and don't always play her on turn 1. If you have Ultron in your hand, then you don't necessarily need to play Squirrel Girl. But sometimes you don't always draw Ultron, so that's where Squirrel Girl comes in and picks up the slack. So usually you want to play either Squirrel Girl or Ultron, not necessarily both together. It might happen sometimes, but either way, Squirrel Girl is just decent if you don't draw your Ultron. Next up, we got Sunspot. Sunspot is just a really good 1-drop that is going to go ahead and make sure we take care of any unspent energy and convert that into power. Iceman is just another solid 1-drop. Same with Korg, just a couple good disruptive 1-drop cards. And we have Mojo in here. Mojo is a Series 3 card, 2 energy, 2 power, ongoing if both players have 4 cards at this location, plus 6 power. So Mojo, you don't necessarily have to drop him on turn 2 because your opponent's probably going to avoid him. But he is a good card in this list because you're just going to be filling up all 3 lanes pretty much almost every game. So Mojo usually is able to get his full value. Then we have Armor. Armor is a good tech card against Killmonger since we do run a lot of 1-drops in this deck. Armor can protect some of the more important ones like Ant-Man and Sunspot. So yeah, Armor is just really good in this deck for that reason. Then we have Mystique. Mystique is a bit of an interesting pick in this deck. I like her because she can copy an ongoing ability. So you can copy either Ka-Zar or Blue Marvel, and I really like Mystique for that reason. Ka-Zar is just really essential in any Zoo-style deck. He's going to buff all our 1-cost cards by +1 power. Blue Marvel is going to buff all our cards by +1 power. And then we also have Onslaught as an alternate finisher instead of our Ultron. Maybe we don't draw Ultron, or maybe we just got hit with like a Cosmo or something like that. We can play Onslaught to double up our other ongoing effects. So Onslaught can double up our Blue Marvel and our Ka-Zar and Mystique if she copied one of those cards as well. You can also double up Mojo and Ant-Man, which is really nice as well. So that is the list. A traditional zoo-style list with a little bit of Series 3 cards in here. So a pretty fun deck. I'm a fan of this style of play. So let me know what you think about the deck. Now, for any card replacements, I would say, honestly, like, any of the 1-drops are replaceable. The only one that I would say is like really essential is like Ant-Man. I guess you could say Squirrel Girl is essential as well, because sometimes you don't draw Ultron, or maybe your Ultron gets discarded or something like that, right? That's where Squirrel Girl comes in really handy. So I think Ant-Man and Squirrel Girl are really nice in this list. Sunspot, Iceman, Korg. Really, you can slot in any 1-cost card that you would like. I even experimented with Hawkeye a little bit. I experimented with Elektra. Now, our friend Carrot does own Ebony Maw. However, he does not have 0. If he had 0, I would consider throwing in 0 plus Ebony Maw, but he did not. So I like this list as well. You can even throw in Rocket Raccoon, honestly. If you can guess where your opponent's going to play their cards, he could be a 1/4. So yeah, Rocket Raccoon is not a bad pick in this list either, but this is kind of what I found to be the most consistent for me. So let's go ahead and get into some games here for our friend Carrot. All right, so starting off, we have Subterranea, 5 rocks into our deck, which, I mean, that sucks, but it's actually not the worst thing ever. If we draw our Ka-Zar, we can actually buff the rocks. I'm going to go ahead and just play Korg, since we want to get that rock in their deck as early as possible. So they'll have 6 rocks in their deck, actually. And they're going to play an Ant-Man, so maybe they are also Zoo-style deck, or maybe even a ongoing list. So we got Blue Marvel, Squirrel Girl, Ant-Man, Sunspot. I don't always like to play Squirrel Girl before turn 3. I kind of want to see what the locations are before playing her. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do Sunspot, Ant-Man. And he's going to play an armor, so pretty sure he's not playing Killmonger then, so we are safe from Killmonger. That's really like my biggest worry with this deck is Killmonger. Now, we have Squirrel Girl into the Ka-Zar into the Blue Marvel. No Ultron in hand. We might not draw Ultron because of Subterranea, so I'm going to go ahead and play Squirrel Girl, I think. Yeah, we can go ahead and play her, and then Sunspot will take care of that unused energy. Gonna play an Angela and a rock, so maybe he is also another Zoo-style deck. Oh, this is a good hand. This is a good hand. Ka-Zar into Blue Marvel into Onslaught. That is a snap right there. And that's a retreat. Man, that was just like such a good hand there. Oh my god. Okay, well that's the first game. Now another card. Ooh, Camouflage Iceman? Oh, that's dirty. Oh, we gotta do that. That is so dirty. Okay, but what I was gonna say is another card I would want to add into this list maybe is actually Debris, since Debris spawns rocks at all the locations for both you and your opponent. Debris could be really good in this list, but Carrot does not have Debris, unfortunately. So here we have a Nova, so Nova to me usually does signal a Killmonger. Now we have the armor, which is very good. I think I actually want to play armor in the middle because that denies their Nova, but it also lets me play in the danger room, so I think we'll play armor in the middle. If our Iceman dies, we don't really care too much about that. We really want to be protecting more high-cost 1-cost cards like Sunspot and Ant-Man. Murder World, okay, so yeah, that's another reason where it's like I don't really like to play Squirrel Girl before turn 3. I want to see what the locations are. Let's go ahead and play Sunspot in the middle then. He's protected by our armor. And another Sentinel. So, So maybe it's actually like a Dino Destroy hybrid list. And that Sentinel's just dead. Also, it's my goal to try and get Ant-Man the highest split I can possible. I just need more credits and boosters, man. Let's go ahead and throw Ant-Man in the middle then. We have Blue Marvel and Onslaught. Man, do I want to play Squirrel Girl here, actually? Maybe I play Squirrel Girl, right? But the thing I'm worried about is if he does have... So he's going to snap. I'm still worried about Killmonger is the thing, right? I guess we can play Squirrel Girl. What if we actually do Ant-Man here, Squirrel Girl here, and she'll play double squirrels? If it's Killmonger, we're screwed. But if it's not, then it's looking good. Look at all those squirrels. Look at all the squirrels. Okay, so another Sentinel. It's just all these guys playing Sentinel. And another Sentinel. What the heck? This guy's just played one Nova and nothing but Sentinels the whole game. Okay, so here we have Blue Marvel, Mystique, Onslaught. Well, we definitely want to play the Blue Marvel, right? Don't want to play him in the left or the right. If we play him in the right, that leaves another slot for us to go ahead and do Onslaught, so that might be better. But we want to give Ant-Man his full power as well. Could do Blue Marvel and then Mystique. I'm going to do Blue Marvel on the left, I think. Actually, oh man. Oh man, I don't know actually. Let's go ahead and do Blue Marvel on the left. Ironheart. And another Sentinel. Okay, I am just so confused about what kind of deck this guy is playing. So now we have Onslaught, Mystique, Ka-Zar. Ka-Zar. Well, what is going to be more points? Because if we play Mystique, she's 0 power, but she is copying Blue Marvel's ability to buff all our units, right? But we do have a lot of 1-cost units on the board. The only cards we have that are not 1-cost are Blue Marvel and Armor. So I think Ka-Zar is actually more points in this scenario. So as long as it's not Killmonger, we're good. Let's see. Okay, Odin. No, I think we're good. Oh, actually, I don't know. Odin onto the Ironheart onto Kamar-Taj. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. Oh, yeah, we lost. Yeah, we definitely lost. Oh, man, that is a lot of points. I am so confused by this deck, though. He played nothing but Sentinel the entire game. Oh, man. We basically lost because of Kamar-Taj. Maybe Cosmo could be a good addition in this deck list. So that's something to consider. All right, so next game up, we got Squirrel Girl and Ultron in hand. So like I said, when I have these two in hand, I usually want to hold on to my Squirrel Girl. We have Sunspot as well. I don't really like playing on the unrevealed locations. I guess we could if I really wanted to, but a 1/1 Sunspot isn't doing anything, and that's a bad location for us anyways. So I think what we're gonna go ahead and do is let's do Korg on the right lane, and then let us do Sunspot in the left. Sunspot can still grow here in Morag. Cloning Vats is not bad. We can actually just spam Iceman over and over again, so maybe that's not bad for us. There's Debris, which is not bad for us either because, oh man, and we get the Mojo. That's gonna be some good value. That is some good value. I don't want to clog up this lane too early is the problem. So what if we do like Mojo in the Cloning Vats, Iceman on the left, and I think I'm gonna snap because we're in a good spot. Oh wait, what if I stopped to think, what if we actually want to play Mojo last? That way we could potentially copy with Mystique. That could be a good idea, but then I'd have to play, but because of Morag, I have to play Iceman first in one of these lanes, and I don't know if I want to. I guess let's go ahead and do that. Let's do it in Cloning Vats, and we'll put Mojo in the left. And that will give us the option to copy Mojo with Mystique. So another Debris. And there's also Ka-Zar. We might not even use Ultron now because the Debris. Huh. So that's weird. Maybe he's like playing Luke Cage and Hazmat. Do I want to copy? No, I think we play Ka-Zar. And then we can copy Ka-Zar with Mystique. So we can actually play him in Cloning Vats and maybe even just get another Ka-Zar to play. Let's do that. Blue marble, okay. And we're looking pretty solid here, so yeah, I think the best play is actually just play another Ka-Zar and play Ant-Man. I think that's the best play here. We got so many cards on the board, man. These rocks literally just helped us out. They literally just helped us out. Oh, we got a lot of points on the board. So they're playing Mystique to copy Blue Marvel. And what else do they have? They got another Debris. Okay, so a Debris Zoo-style deck. And we just absolutely dominate them because we had double Ka-Zar on the board, man. Double Ka-Zar. We got an 8-point Sunspot. No armor needed. So that was a good game. We didn't even need Ultron either. Or Squirrel Girl, since our opponent just gave us free points with the rocks. Next up, we got the bar with no name, which really sucks for us. That is not good for our Squirrel Girl or our Ultron. I'm just going to play Korg in the middle here. And he's also playing a Sunspot. Morag. Man, oh, these locations suck. Morag and bar with no name. Oh boy. Okay, let's do Iceman first, and then let's do Sunspot in the middle. He's gonna hit me with a Yellow Jacket Okoye. That is interesting. Don't see a lot of people play Yellow Jacket, unless maybe it's like a Cerebro deck. We'll just play our Mojo, since we don't want to put a squirrel in the bar with no name. And an Electra. Okay, I respect it. You don't see Electra very often anymore, but I do like playing Electra every now and then. Okay, so this is actually looking pretty bad for us. I mean, I guess we play Ka-Zar to just buff the Korg and the Sunspot and put 4 power on this side. Yeah, our Squirrel Girl is just really, really bad here with bar with no name, unfortunately. So there's the Goose. Oh man, that Goose is actually going to put in work. That Goose is going to put in work. Oh, but wait. We could play Mystique. We can't play our Blue Marvel there, unfortunately. Oh, actually, hold up now. A way to get around this is New York. So we can play Blue Marvel on bar with no name, and then we move him to New York. So that actually kind of works out. I'm not snapping, though, because I'm still not, like, 100% positive with this. But we definitely move Blue Marvel, right? We're going to Mystique to copy the Blue Marvel, and then we'll play Armor here. Okay, so he's going to retreat. So that actually kind of worked out for us to kind of get away to get around the Goose. So I think that was a good move on my part there. All right, so this is probably going to be the last game. Something I want to mention real quick. I actually did end up swapping Mystique for Cosmo. I just found myself losing a lot to like on reveal decks or getting hit with like an Enchantress or something like that. So I think Cosmo is actually good in this list. And we got Central Park, which is not bad for us, but we got Ultron, so squirrels kind of don't really matter much when we got Ultron anyways. Let's play Sunspot in... Do I want to play him in the left or the middle? Let's play him in the left. Right? Yeah, let's play him in the left. I don't think it really matters much, though. If he's also playing a Sunspot, there's no way he's playing Killmonger. I'm surprised we actually haven't run into a Killmonger yet. So we might not draw these cards back, get these cards back. So I'm going to go ahead and play Cosmo. I'm going to play Cosmo as well since I'm revealing first. I'm going to play Cosmo on the right lane. Maybe we can catch something. Play something in the middle. Behold, okay. I like it. I like the variant. We still have our Ultron, which is very good. Very good. Got Iceman. Oh, actually, we got Ka-Zar as well. Let's play Ka-Zar. Let's play Ka-Zar behind the Cosmo. That way it can't get hit by an Enchantress or Rogue. I like that play. So he's going to play nothing here. So his Sunspot's just going to grow. We're still looking pretty good. So I think what we're gonna do, I don't know if I want to play Ultron just yet. I kind of want to save him for the last turn. So I think what I'm gonna do is we'll play Ant-Man. We'll play Ant-Man in the right. That way, again, can't get hit by an Enchantress or Rogue. And I think we'll just save these cards, and then we'll just play Ultron in the left here. Player drones. Actually, no, we could play Iceman. I'm fine with playing Iceman since he's a 2 power. The drones are only 1 power. So we can do that. We don't need Squirrel Girl since we have Ultron. And there's a Magneto. Okay, that changes things a little bit, but... actually, it denies our Iceman from the Cosmo. Okay, so here, we just go ahead and... Yeah, we just go ahead and play our Ultron on the left lane. And hopefully that is enough points for us. Let's go, Ultron! Buff up those drones, baby. Buff up that Ant-Man. The Jubilee. Oh, man. Dude's relying on the RNG gods. Odin into another Jubilee, but the location's full. Oh, the Sunspot triggered, but my Sunspot triggered by 1 point also. Oh, man. By 1 point, we won. By 1 point. Good game there. So that is the deck list. Shout out Carrot for sending me his collection so I could go ahead and make a deck for him. Yeah, so in the end, we did end up putting in Cosmo instead of Enchantress. I think Cosmo was actually better in the end for us. You definitely could play, or not Enchantress, sorry, what am I saying? Cosmo instead of Mystique. Where's Mystique? So yeah, you definitely could play Mystique in this deck still, but it is a little bit more greedy, so if you just get hit by an Enchantress, you're just screwed. But Cosmo can protect our cards from those things, so I like Cosmo for that reason. But yeah, there's definitely like a lot of different ways you can approach this style of deck. This is just kind of what I came up with and what I think is fun for me personally. So Carrot, hope you like the deck. Thank you for reaching out to me. For everyone else who hasn't already, be sure to go ahead and join my Discord server. I'll go ahead and put a link for it in the description down below. So hop up in the Discord and chat up everything Marvel Snap with me or any other community members. And if you want me to take a look at your collection and want me to make a deck for you like this, then go ahead and join the Discord, shoot me a message on Discord, and we'll see if we can work something out. So thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.